Hi, I'm Matt the Barber, and you're watching Clipper Junkies. All right, so what I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to talk about the hard part that everyone puts into the side of their head. I've been getting a lot of questions about this, of where to start it, how high to go, how thick to do it. The question is, it's really on where is the natural part of the hair. You know, this customer's already had the previous line in it a couple weeks ago, so we're kind of just going over it just to give you an idea of, you know, how to do it. But, you know, if I was to comb the hair forward like this, you basically find the natural part by combing it, and it should automatically part out for you. And that's where you want to put the line. You never want to go too low here, and you never want to go, I see a lot of people that do this middle of the head line or even a third of the way. That's way too high. You literally, if you're having trouble finding the natural part, where the hair starts here, where this 90-degree angle is, go about a ½ inch up if you're having trouble finding it. So if we went about a ½ inch from this point, we're looking right about here, which is where that line is. That's where you want to start a line all the time. So right now I'm going to show you guys how to just put a hard part in. And you know, I'll show you how I do it, and where to start and where to end. So here we go. I'm going to start in the back first. I usually work from the back forward. And the reason why I do that is the hair's going this way, so it's a lot easier when you cut it to cut it with the grain first, and then we'll go back over with the razor after, and we'll kind of clean out any of the little hairs that the machine doesn't hit. Where I like to start it is, obviously you have the cowlick here in the back where the hair spins. I like to start it about a ½ inch forward. So right here is where his starts. The hair changes the pattern. I'm gonna start about a ½ inch forward, which is right here. And that's gonna be my starting point. I'm gonna go straight to the front of the head. I see a lot of people holding it like this when they do it. You don't wanna hold it like this, because then you really can't see the line. You have to look over the clipper to see it. Flip the clipper upside down, and we're gonna work this way. This way you only have to tap like this, and the clipper will do the work for you, and you can see what you're doing. So let's start it off. So as you can see, just that first line, striking that line, you can see a distinct line, and that's our guideline. Now, a lot of people say, how thick do you want to make it? I usually use the rule of thumb. I take the back of my comb, and I'll use this as the thickness. If you can pretty much not see the skin on both sides, that's a pretty good indication of how thick the line should be. Some people do these, you know, 1/4 inch thick lines. The problem is, yeah, it looks great right when you do the cut. 3 or 4 days later, when the hair starts growing in, you start seeing all these little dots from the hair growing back, and it really doesn't look that good. So honestly, when in doubt, I think the thinner the better, in my opinion. So one more time, we start in the back, we move forward. Now I'm gonna actually go back one more time, do the exact same thing, the same way, just in case I missed any of the hairs. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my straight razor, and like I said, I'm gonna, instead of going from the back to front, I'm gonna go the opposite way to catch those little hairs, and we'll pretty much have the hard part in. All right, so now we put the hard part in. I'm gonna go over it with the straight razor, but before I do that, what I like to do is, I like to actually just dampen the hair a little bit, not too much. But the reason why I do this is, one, it puts weight on the hair, so I can actually comb it over, so the hair stays out of the path that I'm gonna actually straight razor. And two, it darkens the area. This way, the lighter the line, it shows up more. So now I can actually see what I'm doing a little bit better. We're gonna work from the front to the back, the opposite direction we started. Like always with the straight razor, we're gonna hold the hair down, but we're gonna kind of stretch the skin. And the razor stays, like I've told in my previous videos, the razor head is always gonna stay behind the thumb. So we're gonna stretch, and we're just gonna do small, even motion all the way back, just to catch any of the little hairs that I might have missed. And there's your hard part. So thanks for watching this episode. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave any comments down below. There's plenty more videos to come. This is Clipper Junkies.